While everyone is talking about Resident Evil 4 Remake, a news about the cancelled version of Resident Evil called Resident Evil 6.5 was published. If you want to know more about this cancelled version, stay with us until the end of the video. The famous Dusk Golem Laker of Resident Evil, most of his predictions were correct, posted a tweet about the cancelled Resident Evil game. In this tweet, he said that this cancelled version of Resident Evil was supposed to be Resident Evil 7 and had many similarities to Resident Evil 6. If you are a big fan of Resident Evil, you are familiar with the versions called Resident Evil 2.5 or 3.5. Version 3.5 is the cancelled version of Resident Evil 4, which was cancelled and replaced by the fourth version. This Resident Evil was also named Resident Evil 6.5 because Resident Evil 7 was released instead. In the continuation of the tweet, it is written that Leon Scott Kennedy and Sherry Birkin were supposed to be the main characters of this cancelled version. If you don't know Sherry Birkin, the daughter of William Birkin, was one of the Umbrella scientists who created the G virus and caused the events of Resident Evil 2. In Resident Evil 2, Claire Redfield saves her, and in Resident Evil 6, she is one of the playable characters. This version was supposed to tell the story of Leon and Sherry in a fictional city in Europe, which was inspired by the city of Venice, Italy. According to Dusk Golem, the game was such that the players were in a situation where time slowed down and they had to make a decision in a limited time, like Nemesis version 3, when time slowed down and they left two options for us, that we had to decide which one to choose. Interestingly, a 30 to 60 minute demo was made for this cancelled version 6.5, but for some reason it was not released and was cancelled, and they decided to make version 7 instead. You may have a question: how did Dusk Golem get this information and images from this cancelled version? In fact, an artist who has experience working in the game series Division and Resident Evil uploaded these images on his personal blog and named it Resident Evil 6.5. This was all the information that was released about the cancelled version of Resident Evil 6.5. What is your opinion? Do you think this version would have been released instead of Resident Evil 7, or is it better that this version was cancelled? Due to the distance between the 5th and 6th versions of the Resident Evil game series from its roots, Capcom decided at the last minute to make a big change in this franchise and bring it back to life. With the release of the 7th edition, it returned to its roots, which is fear and survival, and was able to save Resident Evil, which was dying. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.